Hey guys, J-Man Productions on the J Zone. As you can see from the title, it says Kishimoto and Studio Pierrot make this happen. What I mean by that is, actually, first off, how do I put this? One of Kishimoto's flaws and the advantages to his writing is that he doesn't like to address characters or develop characters he feels that aren't like important to the main story. Um, And one of the problems with this is that obviously it's an ongoing series and you're not finding out about some of the things that are in the environment. Well, another good thing about it is that it it helps the pacing dramatically and it makes it better. That's why I feel Naruto has really great pacing, especially compared to One Piece. Whereas Oda, he gives you all of this extra information. It's not like Kishimoto doesn't give you little information. It's just like he doesn't go the extra mile in giving you information. He gives you a good amount of information that you can get what's going on, and it's really good. But he doesn't go the extra mile like Oda does. Oda will point out little and small details, and he'll relay it back, and that's good as well. But going back to the main video, I was I fell behind on the Naruto episodes, and I marathoned like 6 or 7 of them. I think no 5 of them yesterday. And one of the episodes was when Madara was just saying, "Oh, I'm going to be a classic evil villain on the Saturday morning cartoons and tell you my plan because I'm that important and I'm that good that I'm going to be able to beat you, even though I'm going to tell you my plan." But anyway, yeah, he was explaining his plan, and he was talking about the tailed beasts, and we saw each one of the character designs for the tailed beasts, and this pretty much confirms that the 2 fillers that they've done on the tailed beasts are actually, even though they're not canon, the designs for the characters are canon. The 3 tails that we saw looked exactly the same as it was in the filler arc, and the 6 tails we saw. And the 2 tails, yeah, the 2 tails that we saw the 2 tails for a little bit in the, what arc? I think it was just before the Hidan and Kakuzu arc, or around that. Yeah, it was in the Hidan and Kakuzu arc. We saw Hidan beat the 2 tails. But my thing is, Studio Pierrot, Kishimoto, just make this happen. What I think Kishimoto should give Studio Pierrot the approval to make a movie or a filler arc, just going through the tail beasts, and don't do it like the 3 tails, which was boring and monotonous. Do it more like the 6 tails. The 6 tails arc was decent, but just like give us information on all of these the tail beast characters and all of that stuff. Like, make it interesting. We want to see the personalities of tail beasts, how they came about, and I just seeing that Madara talking about them and seeing their character designs and seeing how different they look. I really want to see more about the tailed beasts. And I know you're saying, oh, no more filler, but this could be good filler. And if not filler, it could be a great movie. And let me just give you the 2 scenarios I pointed out were the filler and the movie. Let me just go through how each scenario would pan out. First, I'm going to do the movie. If it was a movie, it would be great because they could show the tailed beasts. Like, I would say most of them were caught while Naruto was training with Jiraiya. So we could be seeing all of the tailed beasts getting caught. And while that's happening, we can see like Naruto training with Jiraiya, see a little bit that like they can cut back and forth between that, and they can cut back and forth into the Leaf Village, where everyone else is going through their training. So we get to see a little bit of everything. I think that'll be a pretty interesting movie. Obviously, it's going to be more based on the Akatsuki capturing the tailed beasts and all of that stuff, which will be interesting. But um, if they just cut between all those things and made the priority the tailed beasts and the Akatsuki, I would really like that. And obviously, it'll provide a little bit more character development for the Akatsuki, and we'll get to see some of the great Akatsuki members like Hidan and Katsu. We'll see more Pain. Itachi was cool. Kisame was a douchebag. I didn't like him. Who else was good? Sasori. I thought Sasori was a decent one as well. So we get to see some of our favourite back again. The other scenario, sorry, is an anime filler arc. And as you all may know, Naruto with fillers. I mean, a third of the show is filler. This is not as bad as Case Closed, because I think Case Closed 75% of the show is filler, but it works in Case Closed. But I like that anime, by the way. But how this, like, how I'll plan out this situation, how I think it'll work anyway, is that right now I'm really enjoying the Naruto episodes with the 5 Kage Summit. It's really good and everything, but the pacing of it is a bit too fast, and they're going through the chapters quite fast. But the thing is, the opening's the thing that throws me off, is because the opening shows you at the end of it, Naruto going on a boat towards the island to train. So we don't know if they're going to cover that arc, you know, the flashback arc with Minato and Kushina, or if they're going to cover the training. I mean, they may add some filler in between that part, or they may just go straight on to do that arc. But I don't know. Whichever one they do, I think before the war, sometime before the war, they can make a 30-episode filler arc going over these Hell Beasts. Make it interesting. That's all I ask for. Make it interesting. And we pretty much know they're going to do filler before the war. I think this would be the best kind of filler they could do, because it will tie up some of the loose plot ends, and it will be interesting to see some of these Hell Beasts and see them getting caught by Akatsuki. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but just seeing Madara talk about the Hell Beasts and seeing their character designs, I really want to see something about this. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Just response, comment, whatever. But alright, seriously, if they make it more like the Six Tails arc, but make it less slow paced, and I don't know, the Six Tails arc was decent. If they make it more like that and less like the Three Tail arc, I'll be perfectly fine if they do filler like that. Because it's pretty much inevitable that they're going to do more filler before the war. The only arcs we've got left, we've got to finish the 5 Kage Summit, and then we got that arc, I don't even know what to name it. Naruto Tamed the Beast arc, or Minato and Kushina flashback arc, or Naruto training. I don't know, we got that arc, and then we got the war, and they can't catch up that fast, so I don't know. But yeah, give me your thoughts on this. Would you enjoy this, or what type of filler would you want them to do? Because I don't think there's any other type of filler they could do that would be interesting, unless it was like something like another flashback to Kakashi's past, or something like that. Because I think that would be interesting, but maybe that's just me. Tell me your thoughts on it. And by the way, the Bleach filler is actually pretty good. I'm actually starting to like Bleach again, because that filler is pretty interesting, and I like the comedy between Cone and that new chick. She keeps on calling him a pervert. That's pretty interesting. And another thing, by the way, Rurouni Kenshin fans, if you can, give me your thoughts on season 3 of Rurouni Kenshin in the comments bar, because I've got a lot of things to say about that season as well. And when I review that series, I'll finally talk about season 3. But I think everybody knows, actually, season 1 and 2, I'll just say they were what I expected. But like season 3, yeah, there's a few things I want to discuss on that. But anyway, just end the video. Responses, comments, whatever you can. Tell me what you think about this. Kishimoto, Studio Period, make this happen. Movie or anime filler arc, whichever one. J-Man Productions on the J Zone. Live and learn. Good luck. God bless. And I'll try not to ramble as much in my next video. Bye.